So next little tidbit I wanted to mention, or you actually wanted to mention. So next little tidbit we're going to jump to is our Desis Kicking Ass segment, pups. We haven't had this segment in a while. Desis Kicking Ass.
Kicking ass.
Desis
Kicking ass.
Is our special segment where we give a shout out to those Desis around the globe that are doing amazing things and just basically kicking ass all around.
Yeah.
So for this week's episode, Pappu actually found an amazing woman that we wanted to give a shout out to. Paps, who is this recipient of our Desis Kicking Ass award for this episode?
Yes, of course. So she has been on the news, like at least over here a lot, but I do want to give a shout out on this podcast is Falguni Nayar. I know this name may sound not very heard of, but she is India's newly minted billionaire, self-made billionaire. And you may know what the company that she's related to, because she is the founder of Nykaa, who you know is the beauty retailer. Like if you're in India, you want to buy anything online, Nykaa. Yes, e-commerce. Just like you have Ulta Beauty and you know all of those other things in the US or Canada. Nykaa is where you go, and Nykaa is where you find all the local brands. You find Katrina Kaif's brand, you find, you know, the brand that Janhvi Kapoor is doing for Nykaa. I think Janhvi Kapoor is the face of Nykaa. Yeah.
Janhvi Kapoor. Who is that?
Yeah, Sridevi's.
Oh, Sridevi's daughter. Sorry. Yes. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Really? Okay. Wow. You go, girl.
So, yeah. So Falguni is a 28-year-old former investment banker whose beauty startup and cosmetics e-commerce brand Nykaa made its debut at the stock market this month. The share prices have surged since the beginning, trading in Mumbai this week. The stock was more than doubled its issue. So they made, now it's worth nearly 14 billion right after it made its debut in the stock market. It's 11 times the valuation since 2020. And so did you know, like, interesting tidbit, when Falguni retired from her investment banking position, or maybe she left it, she was 50 years old when she started Nykaa. And so she basically, this is like her second innings in life, where she's just like soaring.
Like a whole new fresh like start, you know, like brand new career change and everything. And she was like, oh, casually, like, oh my God, I'm a billionaire. That's amazing. Dream big, everybody. No, this is really cool. I'm actually on Nykaa right now, and I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff here I would like, but I don't know if they deliver.
Yeah, it is very overwhelming.
It's a lot.
As someone who works in e-commerce, I think the website does need a refresh, but it's worth a lot of money. You know, so they have, okay, hire me, please. You know, I can work for you.
Girl, Pappu's got it. If you want to fucking get a banging website going, Pappu is your gal.
User experience and everything, yes.
What I love about Nykaa is like they have so many Indian brands actually, which is exciting. I'm always looking for that, and you can't have that here. Like there's just no way you can really find a lot of Desi stuff here. And if you do, it's so overpriced. So this is really cool. I'm kind of excited to discover this myself. So wow, congratulations, Falguni. You are like the newest billionaire in India, and she's a self-made, woman. And this is really exciting. I wonder what her next venture is going to be after this. I'm sure she must have her own hair, like makeup or cosmetics brand now. You know, like
yeah, of course. Nykaa has its own branded stuff also. Just like so, they have brick and mortar stores in Bombay itself. I saw a few Nykaa stores. So it kind of going the Sephora route, you know. But at the same time, there is a lot of work to be done to polish it up. I feel like, at least for people who have had the experience of traveling outside, or even in being in other stores, like this is it needs a little bit organizing. But I think from here on, like they've really tapped into a market which is growing. It's a good place. They were there at the right time. They had the right resources.
Oh my God, especially during COVID. You had like a bunch of, auntie uncles just sitting in the house like, I'm bored. What do I do? I know, let me shop.
Yeah.
You just, like, online retailing has,
Yes, but you have to see that India's has a really growing young population, young aspirational population
Right,
who are watching
right.
all those makeup videos, tutorials. They can't shop those brands online. Before Nykaa, the only way you could get a MAC product was ask your cousin, someone who's coming from abroad, or you get really cheap and knockoffs on Amazon.
Right.
So Nykaa is like providing you verified products and everything. Obviously, there have been some hurdles because a lot of Nykaa's products, their own in-branded products, they're kind of rip-offs of other brands sometimes in the way they look and everything. But that's always there. Yeah,
How desi of them.
but it's good stuff.
I'm excited, as somebody who's always feeling like I'm behind on the rat race and that I can never like achieve my dreams, even though I'm, the age I am. Seeing somebody at 58 kind of take off like this, it's
Very
it makes you
inspiring.
realize how much of life is also not just like hard work, but also luck and timing.
Yeah, it can really surprise you.
Kudos to her for finding her niche and taking off. So, yeah. Looking forward to more women entrepreneurs taking over the Desi sphere. Hear, hear. Congratulations for winning our Desis Kicking A segment, Falguni. Moving on. Another story out of America, a really happy story that had me all googly-eyed. Kal Penn, the very famous South Asian actor from Harold and Kumar and House, has come out as gay. And he has also introduced the world to his longtime fiancé that he's been dating for the past 10 years.
Yay.
10 years. The fact that Kal Penn has been in a relationship for 10 years in Hollywood and been able to keep it secret is insane.
I know.
Like, wow, good for him.
It is. And also, Kal Penn is a Guju boy. So I'm very happy for him.
He's a good Jew. Oh my God, your people. Are kya baat hai? Yeah,
Kal
actually, what
Penn.
is Kal Penn's real name? It cannot be.
His name is Kal Penn Shah Modi or something like that.
He's a Modi, ayo.
Yeah, so he's proper Guju. Like there have been parts where he actually talks with a proper Ahmedabadi Surti accent, like Gujarati with that accent.
What? Where have you heard this?
I follow him on Instagram.
This is so exciting. So did you know before all of us that he had a fiancé or anything like that? Any juice you want to share?
No. He's just really good at it. And if
Kalpan Suresh Modi. I'm on his Wikipedia. That's Kalpan,
Suresh,
but he
yeah.
goes by Kal Penn, so he doesn't scare the white people. Oh, and he was a namesake. Okay, sorry. Go on.
I think it's Kal Penn. It's not Kalpan. It's Kal Penn.
Oh, sorry.
Kal Penn is how you pronounce it. Did you hear about him tweeting that? So he was on a flight with Cardi B, and right after the flight, he tweeted, he's like, she was on my flight and I fell asleep on the plane and I had a dream that Cardi B was officiating my wedding with my fiance. And she said that, I can do that. I am authorized by the state to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
So
God.
we may just have a wedding with her officiating it.
I would be scared. I love Cardi B, don't get me wrong, but having Cardi B officiate my wedding sounds like it's going to be very intense. I feel like she will end up being the central focus of the whole thing.
Oh, no, but have you...
That is very exciting.
Yeah, have you watched that show, her show where she officiates all these weddings? It's really nice.
No, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you wait? Is this a thing? I did not know this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my God. That's
It is so beautiful.
Oh, I didn't know that this is something she does. I thought she just kind of threw it out there and just okay. This is awesome. She must do it then.
No, I think she doesn't bring her Cardi B persona to that. She knows the gravity of the event, that it is for these two people, it's not me.
I think this is a wonderful thing to happen. I'm so happy for Kal Penn. His fiance Josh is incredibly handsome. So that was also exciting because I was like, oh wow, hot power couple, kya baat hai. And he's also a white boy, so it's like, mommy daddy will be like, oh ha, kya, so nice chikna boy you're bringing home. I know it also must be scary for like a Gujarati family to openly accept their son like this.
Course.
So I really hope that his mom and dad have been like, aao beta, aao, Come, we welcome you with open arms. I know, I'm sure it must have been very hard for him.
He has done everything that a good Jew boy parents would ever want. So he worked with during the Obama administration.
That's
he was
true.
part of the government, and he has done so well for himself.
And he's also like really educated, right? Like I think he's been to UCLA, and he's also been to like, I think was it UCLA and UPenn for his education. So he's a smart boy.
Yeah.
Very smart boy. So I'm very happy for him. I'll be like, I'm hoping that his wedding is going to be more top notch than Priyanka Chopra's. Can you imagine? Priyanka Chopra's like, I'm the biggest South Asian in America. And then Kal Penn comes in. He's like, no, bitch. I am. Let me show you how Kumar does it. I used to have a big crush on Kal Penn after Harold and Kumar. I was pretty hot for him. So nice to see him grow up into a nice boy now. Mm-hmm. All right. A lot of people are, tying the knot. One of them being our biggest, most favorite person in the world, Malala Yousafzai, just got married.
Yeah.
And she made the announcement on Twitter. Woohoo.
Yay.
Pappu, how did you feel?
Oh my God. I saw it on Twitter and I was so happy for her. But at the same time, a part of me is like, oh my God. And someone posted a comment which really hit it on the nail, where this girl is like, my ammi just said, abhi Malala ki bhi shadi ho gayi, abhi tum bhi shadi kar lo. And the fact that she does not realize, like, Malala to obviously will get married because she's
Malala.
She's Nobel Peace Prize winner. She's like done so much in her 25 years.
It's not a fair comparison, okay, Mom?
But did you see pictures of her husband? Did you see pictures of him?
Okay, her hubby is, oh my God, really good looking. So that was the first thing I saw when I saw the photos. I was like, oh,
he's such a hottie.
He's such a hottie. Oh my God. When I saw him, I was just like, oh.
And he's tall.
So tall. So she tweeted along with the photos and said that Asr and I tied the knot to be partners for life. We celebrated a small nikah ceremony at home in Birmingham with our families. Please send us your prayers. We're excited to work together for the journey ahead. And her new hubby's full name is Asr Malik, and he's the general manager of the Pakistani Cricket Board's High Performance Center.
I'm glad that he's a proper Desi.
Nice Desi boy. Didn't want her to end up with those dirty white boys, huh? Just kidding. Really, he looks like a very good catch. It's just like, when you see him, you're like, oh, damn, Malala, you go, girl.
Yes, good catch.
Sadly, love is not in the cards for everyone, as Gigi, Hadid and Zayn Malik have officially broken up. So this came out about 2 weeks ago or a week ago. We don't really know what happened, but so far, the reason for the split seems to be fully on Zayn Malik. Apparently, he assaulted Gigi Hadid's mother, Yolanda, who's actually a former Beverly Hills housewife castmate. But I really don't know what happened. And to be honest with you, I don't know much about this couple. They've always been, to me, very secretive, but you know a lot. And I know that you've kind of been reading about the story. So do you want to chime in and give us some deets?
Okay, so I do not know a lot. I just know that they've been together and then broken up and then together and broken up. And I don't know. I follow a lot of gossip podcasts, not podcasts, but basically those little short snippets that come by commentators who have been following. So it's always on again, off again. Now for the longest time, they have been together. They live in Pennsylvania on a place they have bought together to raise their daughter. And that's where I think this alleged assault happened. And the reason they are together is because they want to raise their daughter Kai together, who currently Gigi is filing for sole custody, which is really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And the couple gives very volatile energy, at least. I mean, they look amazing. They look amazing together, and all the fans have been rallying. In fact, there's so much hate being directed towards Yolanda because a lot of people are saying that you're the one who broke up this happy couple. But I think that the issues were going on and off, because if you're being on and off, that means that something is just not working, maybe. So I just love to go down the rabbit hole, and I found this YouTuber, which I shared with you, We'll talk about that later.
I don't know anything about Zayn's energy, but I do know from the previous snippets I've seen of Yolanda Hadid on The Real Housewives, she was very abusive to her two daughters. So it sounds like they are a very toxic unit, a family unit.
Yeah.
Like, I think usually, like her mother, I know, was a model. And so she encouraged Gigi and Bella to starve themselves a lot, right? Like she was very controlling of their eating.
Yeah.
So the daughters definitely have a lot of mental health issues. And I'm wondering that Zayn Malik maybe also wasn't feeling that dynamic. You know, like when you see the way she behaves and talks, she's racist, she's homophobic. It's every bad thing you can imagine about her. So I could say that maybe in this case, I feel, even though I don't know what happened, I feel like Zayn and Yolanda are two very narcissistic hotheads that probably went at it. And for some reason, Zayn has taken the fall for everything. Like he seems to just, I don't know, he's kind of backed off and he's gone into he already went into drug rehab or a bunch of other things, nah? Like his PR agency went in overdrive for this. And on October 24th, he posted on Instagram, as you all know, I'm a private person and I very much want to create a safe and private space for my daughter to grow up in, and a place where private family matters aren't thrown on the world stage for all to poke and pick apart. In an effort to protect that space for her, I agreed to not contest claims arising from an argument I had with a family member of my partner's who entered our home while my partner was away several weeks ago. So it looks like he still wants to keep it private and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're going to get back together or what's going to happen.
Seems very unlikely, at least.
I never know. Honestly, with Hollywood people, like Rihanna and Chris Brown went back and forth. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez went back and forth.
So yes to all of those. But when children are involved, somehow you always are very adamant. Like if you look at how Brad Pitt and Angelina split, the reason that was so final was because allegedly Brad Pitt on a flight assaulted one of the kids. Like just kind of lost his temper for a bit.
While he was drunk or something too, right? Because he's got a drinking problem.
And that's the last straw.
Angelina was like, you can mess with me, but you don't mess with the kids. Yeah, once you mess with the children, it's like, no.
Not happening.
So you think that's what it was? Like once the little kid was involved, Gigi was like, nah. Do you think maybe Zayn has a temper? Do you think that they've been at it?
Of course, I do. But also because there have been old tweets that have come up of his interaction. Actually, Jake Paul, like the worst YouTube trash. There was some sort of altercation back 4 or 5 years ago, and there was a Twitter exchange that he had with Gigi where Gigi says that, my Zayn is like a respectful king and he comes to his queen, which is, he comes at home and like she kind of says something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jake decides to reply to that tweet, which was 4 years ago, saying, "Oh, your respectful king is hit your mom," or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, that is petty, but the fact remains that there have been like cases where Zayn has had a temper, and there have been incidents on the tabloids where that has been an issue. And also, I just want to be a little bit typecasting and say that a lot of South Asian men have major anger issues which are not resolved. Yeah. And we're speaking from personal experience from our own family members. I would agree with this, so
yes.
they do have
a lot of that repressed emotion that they've never dealt with, and also a little bit of entitlement mixed in as well.
Entitlement. Imagine the entitlement here, because he look at him. He's got everything going. He has the looks. He knows he can get anyone. He's just so much entitlement, and I'm
a former One Direction band member. You will treat me with respect. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the situation between Zen and Gigi is, I just really hope that every stupid, dysfunctional adult can just come together for the sake of this poor child who's just caught in the middle of this mess of egos. And I just hope they put their mess aside and just try to work things out for the sake of that child.
The thing is that both of them need to grow so much, and growing will take time. I really think... First of all, entitled guys who are basically man-childs, they require a tremendous amount of energy to grow. And that, first of all, they're in denial that they actually need to do that. So they have to overcome that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be a while, not immediately, but it'll be a while.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I agree. It's going to be a lot of internal, like, looking in and really working to change whatever demons are in you, So hopefully Zen can find peace within himself and can have a good relationship with his daughter, as he gets older. So, yeah.